So recently, Expert posted a series of interviews with various FGC streamers, and I really recommend watching it, especially if you're looking to have a career in broadcasting. So one of the topics that was briefly touched upon is that there's various roles in an FGC broadcast, especially now with these big shows at EVO. So what I wanted to do with this video is talk about these roles and their responsibilities and how they kind of evolved. In the early days of FGC broadcasting, the streamer or the stream director was responsible for a variety of roles. They could do the audio mixing, the live AV audio, they can even be the TO sometimes. Today, now that crews are a possibility, the stream director can focus on their main role, which is basically producing the best show possible. So generally speaking, the stream director now is in charge of switching shots and updating overlay assets like scores and names. The stream director tends to be the most vocal person on the production team. They tell the commentators when to go to an ad break, they tell the AD when to actually run the ads, they tell the camera operators what shots to get. They also tend to run the audio mixer that sends the audio to the live stream, and they're usually the one that's most knowledgeable about all the stream equipment, so they're the first one to go to fix technical issues. So basically, if you're at an event and you see someone behind a huge mixer and a huge PC, don't go up and bother them and ask them if you can charge your phone. So this role, I don't know if it has an analog to other more traditional production teams, or if it's something that kind of developed within the FGC. But basically, as productions became more and more complex, there became more and more distractions from the stream director, which kind of hampered their ability to produce a really good show. One of the biggest distractions is sponsor videos or ad videos, because these would be delivered late or during the event or during the tournament, and the stream director was busy trying to fix other stuff, and then checking videos was something that would just be really time consuming. So the initial role for the AD was the playback of sponsor videos. So a lot of times sponsor would give videos that are way too huge of a file size or way too loud. So the AD would check the video and make sure that the audio level is right and that the video would play back smoothly, especially in the software that's being used to play the videos. And then over time, the role kind of evolved into more of an admin role. So he would take player names, or he would play music during downtime, or he would record match results, or make sure that all the ad breaks were hit throughout the broadcast. So these roles are pretty much self-explanatory in what they do, but I will say having an experienced audio engineer or someone to operate the audio mixer is really useful for the production, because if you have someone that can create an audio mix for, say, the commentators, and an audio mix for the production team, and an audio mix for the house, that's really useful in improving the overall production quality and making sure that people don't get confused with overlapping lines of communication. So a stage manager basically brings players up on stage and makes sure to signal to them when they can start their match. So it sounds pretty simple, right? But a good stage manager is extremely useful. So for example, if you have like a head-to-head setup, the stage manager will give you the names of the players that are going to sit on the particular side. So they're going to sit on P1 or P2, and they're going to make sure the players stick on those sides. They're also going to make sure the players can quickly set up their buttons, because sometimes they won't be able to read the language of the menu of the game that they're playing. And also the stage manager will try and protect the broadcast. So the stream might be sponsored by soda can X, but the player brings up a huge bottle for brand Y. And so the stage manager can see that and make sure that that's hidden so the sponsors don't get angry. And last, but probably most importantly, they'll make sure that all those damn controllers get desynced after matches. So the bracket runner is one of the more thankless jobs. They basically run back and forth between the streaming stage and the pools area, trying to find high profile matches to bring to the stage. But they need to be really aware of what's going on, because they don't want to queue up too many matches on the stage, because that's going to delay the tournament. They also want to pay attention to what's going on the stream. So if there's an ad break that's going to take a while, or some type of technical issue, they're going to want to take those matches that are in the stream queue and send them back to pools to make sure the tournament can move along smoothly. Also, they're going to take down the names that are going to appear on the players' overlays. So they need to get sponsor names and correct spelling for player names, even country and team names. So as that sweet esports cash pours into the FGC, there become higher and higher expectations for the production quality on these broadcasts. And basically you need someone that has a vision and can execute it. And this is what the producer is. So the producer is gonna handle crewing, budget, and they're gonna kind of do all the business development and work with the game developers, the sponsors, the publishers, the tournament organizers, and the production staff. And they're basically gonna make sure that each side is happy and not trying to get at each other's throats or toss blame. Generally, it kind of falls on the producer's fault. So if you see someone with a lot of gray hairs forming and they're barely about to hit their 30s, that's probably the producer. And shout outs to a lot of the producers in the FGC. We love you, and coming from the production side, sorry to stress you out, especially when we miss those ad breaks. So that pretty much covers all the critical roles in any FGC broadcast. And most people have started getting involved through volunteer work. So if you're at your local monthly or even at a major tournament and you see the streamer running around to pools and generally pulling their hair out, tap them on the shoulder and see if they need any help, see if there's anything you can do. You might have fun doing it. Anyway, thanks for watching this. Make sure to subscribe and leave any comments below if you have any questions about roles or things to do, and catch you on the next video.